I'm excited. Lacoste, I gotta hear your thoughts. I have to hear them. I've been waiting for this.
That's my thought. He's gonna get out of the trouble. What's the thought you want to hear?
Everything. I've been missing your voice.
Oh, good, good. I mean, we did talk on WhatsApp, but yeah, rarely. I mean, I need to reset as well. Same goes for the players. After playing the major, they need a couple of days. But yeah, looking at both of these drafts, Team Liquid has a very stable draft. A lot of healing, a lot of sustain on their side. There was a lot of counter-picking as well. You had this Leshrac against Slark. Then also they picked, like, Venomancer first pick. I thought they're going to flex it in the end, but they wanted to have a hero that can pretty much build into any item. So I assume this is going to be a Spirit Vessel type of a game. He's level 10 talent as well. 20% Poison Sting health regen reduction as well. It's going to come in very handy. Every single hero on side of Liquid does have some kind of regeneration, whether we're talking about Alchemist, healed from Io, Leshrac with the Bloodstone, Oracle thingies. So not going to be an easy one. I think Entity's draft's relatively hard to execute. Let's see Kataomi with another hook. Gets the rune. That's about it.
A little bounty rune action. That's coming through. 2 there for Entity. Now 1 for the Alchemist. They did change Alchemist a little bit with the Grieval's Greed, changing that gold, that base bonus gold, that extra bonus gold going from +3 to +2. Does that slow down Alk a lot? I mean, even still picked here, it feels like it's negligible, the difference.
Yeah, 3 is higher than 2 still, so his farm is not going to be as good as it was in 733, 733B. But looking at this lane, Hook lands on Insania. Let's see. Didn't use Gale. Fate Seared is available. Insania was waiting for that.
Yeah, they get the stun out on Kataomi, who's on this Pudge, but not taking a lot of damage. It's actually Mickey who has to start running away as the right clicks from Toby and this Pudge are stacking up a bit.
100% Hook accuracy so far, if we count in the runes. So that's going to be an extra one. He did hit it. He did go for it. And
another
make the 4th one. Gale.
Keeping it going as the Gale comes in.
Oh, Mickey was thinking about it.
And get the deny. There it is. 100% deny.
Good hook.
Doesn't matter.
From Kataomi. This is a killer lane. You have a lot of slow. This is only level 1 we're talking about. They did use Blood Grenade, and they're going to bring some extra. Looking at the mid lane, Stormstormer on his signature Visage against Leshrac. Decent matchup for Visage. Like, might struggle finding some early last hits, but once he hits that level 6, things are going to get much easier. And looking at his item build, this is the same thing we've seen from mid Wind Rangers, because these 2 heroes are universal right now. Going for Road of Atos. Watson.
Zion trouble, and he's going to go down to Fishman. They're even going to look over at GH. He's got nobody to tether to, but Creeps just come in range, but it's not going to matter. Fishman with a double kill there, using that Arcane Curse and that last word to help out.
Oh, he wishes he had that Glaives of Wisdom. Make Intelligence Steal Innate ability, please. Just don't tie it to Glaives of Wisdom. There has to be some kind of hater that does not like to play against Silencer. Every single time the hero gets nerfed, whether there's a B, C, D, G patch, there's always something. Like, numbers are always tweaked, and not in his favor.
Yeah, I think it should be like the Pudge passive, right? You get those Flesh Heap stacks passively, even when you don't have it skilled up. Now you go to the, you want the intelligence. It should be there when you finally take it, right?
Yeah, the thing about it is, like, you're stealing stuff when you don't have it, so you, like, level it up, and then suddenly the hero loses, like, oh, I don't have 100 mana. I just lost it. Another hook from Kataomi. So far, I believe that's 100%.
Constantly hitting, but the unstable concoction, the damage on the Toby. He's still going forward, getting the kill on Mickey, and now looking over onto Insania. This is going to be 2 in this lane as well. So Entity, all of a sudden, 2k up against an Alk and a Doom, and it's 4-0.
Oh, what a great start for Entity. Fishman, he hit level 3 here in the bottom lane. 2 points and Curse. Should be able to zone them out. Great start for Watson as well, sitting on top of the CS. 16 and 10 already. Doom really struggling, only 9 CS, but one good thing that Liquid has...
Again. He's dead. They get the trade on the both. Insania's going to get a double kill, but that still feels pretty bad. Mickey just came back to lane. His TP's on cooldown still for another minute.
55 seconds. I mean, he needs to walk there. Let's see if he uses a smoke or something just to get faster to the lane. Because this is, I mean, we call this walk of shame. It's a pretty standard term for what happens here. Great start for Entity. Like, they're getting the kills. Insania's getting some solo levels, really enjoying himself in this top lane. Kataomi now smoked in the mid lane, looking for a hook. Let's see if he can land it. Yes,
he will.
can.
Yeah, keeping that percentage high. Nisha will land the stun, but it's in death. Stormer getting that kill. GH going down bottom. It is kills galore right now for Entity.
Okay, it's kind of hard to keep track everything that has been happening. Like, we had some slower games during the major as well, where things are like very quiet in the laning stage, but we also had a lot of these chaotic games where it's constant fighting, movement through the portals, through the twin gates, getting the kills, early smokes. Nisha lands a kill on a mid lane, but if he makes another rotation on a mid lane when Visit hits level 6, that extra slow from Grave Chill, extra hook, and the stun could land him another kill on Nisha.
Yeah, very problematic for the side of Liquid at the moment. They're up 1,000 net worth on Entity, and I feel like Entity didn't exactly have the best tour, but they barely kept their way in Div 1, and I think they remember that. And they're coming out swinging in this first game. They really don't want to get or let anybody get past them this tour.
Kataomi lands another one.
Yeah, Nisha in trouble again, and I just don't think there's anywhere for him to go. Right clicks in from Stormer, Nisha one click from dead. Stormer's got that kill, and it is just problematic in this mid lane.
I was wondering what Kataomi's hero is going to be in this patch after 733 hit. Like, in the previous patches, his hero was Treant Protector, pretty much. Wyvern in the patches a couple of months, a year ago. And now we see something, like he made Treant Protector flashy. And now on Pudge, he's involved in 5 out of 8 kills. He's roaming around the map, getting stuff done. 6 minutes, there's going to be a rune spawn in 10 seconds. Let's see who decides to get it. Stormer a little bit low on mana, doesn't have enough to even use Grave Chill at the moment, so can't really set things up.
And there is that hook accuracy coming up 100%. I like that they've changed the stat to no longer include that bounty rune hook grab. I appreciate that. Zai going down bottom, and it is another kill now, 9-2. They're setting up mid. Kataomi wants another hook, and when you've got high percentage, you just keep taking those shots.
There it is.
Oh, and the 100% goes away, but I don't know if it's even going to matter. Insania trying to help out with GH, and Nisha in the mid lane really in trouble. They needed both supports here to make sure that he's able to survive. They're going to try and get themselves a familiar, at least get 100 gold for Nisha. They want something out of this lane because it feels like he's getting absolutely nothing at the moment. Another hook going by the wayside, and, well, that's cutting those statistics down.
Doesn't matter. If you don't try to go for it, you're not going to land it. Lanes are kind of falling apart for Liquid. GH trying to get some stacks going.
Yeah, really not going well in any lane, right?
Mickey's only level 4 at the moment. Fishman steals enemy wisdom rune, so they get 2 of those heroes. That's the recent change. The lowest XP heroes do get XP, and they also have XP rune of their own, so things are going to get even more difficult for Liquid.
A support's dream, that change.
It was rough. Like, we've seen, like, I think everybody who's still playing experienced this.
Goal hook, mid on Nisha. In trouble again. They've got the familiar on top of him. Nisha will land a stun, but so will the familiar, and Stormer's got another kill in this mid lane. That is not going great as bottom lane. Watson's starting to get those essence shift stacks up, and Zai just barely surviving with the arcane curse on him. Getting some help there from GH, and Watson's lane down bottom has just been peak performance.
This aura that he's been holding. Oh, Fishman. He's in really deep. Needs some kind of a help from Slark.
Mickey's going to die there to Toby. They'll get the kill on a Fishman. No intelligence going to be stolen there. And maybe a little bit too much intelligence.
Yeah, he should lose intelligence for that move. Lose -2 for making a move like that. Watson was not in the vicinity to try to help him out. While this was happening, Toby got a kill on Mickey one more time. Mickey's sitting at 3 deaths already. As an Alchemist, this really shuts you down.
Yeah, the recovery mode Alchemist isn't exactly the best feeling, and you're already behind all 3 cores on the side of Entity. And including that is Zion the Doom, right? Like, these are heroes that you just naturally send to the top of the net worth, and GH taking a lot of damage out. Last word's finally going to pop off, and the Arcane Curse. This is a problem as Watson gets the kill on a GH. So another kill in this bottom lane, 12-3 for Entity.
What a bloodbath of a game. This is also, have in mind, infinite scaling lineup on side of Entity. They have 3 out of 4 or 5 heroes in Dota that can scale. You have a Silencer with the Stolen Intelligence. He doesn't have a point in Glaives of Wisdom yet, but then you have Slark, Stealing Agility, and also Pudge with the Flesh Heap. All they need is Legion Commander. I don't think there's anybody else.
Axe.
Oh, Axe, yeah, you're
Necro.
right. Necro, yeah, there's like 6 of them.
Yeah, those are the more recent ones, though. But the hook lands. Nisha's dead again. He just has no chance. He is dead for the 4th. Have we ever seen a Nisha lane go like this?
No, he's 0-4-0.
He's getting nothing out of this lane, nothing out of this game. This is an Alchemist game that has just turned upside down on its head. While normally a good thing in hockey, not a good thing in Dota, that's for sure.
GH will be able to get out of the trouble. Things are looking really rough for Liquid. Entity, they're hunting them down. And also they have Road of Atos. Nisha's gonna die again.
Yeah, it makes those hooks easier, ups those percentages, but Nisha back-to-back and belly-to-belly deaths here as he's now 0-5.
Entity, they're really hungry about this one. You said that they were not at the major, struggled to stay in Division 1. Western European DPC is extremely strong. You don't know who's going to be where, pretty much. They're trying to get the gold out of nowhere. This is why I liked both Alchemist and Doom in the previous patch. Like, I think it's still strong, not this particular game, because things are really not going well for Liquid, but you generate gold out of nothing. Devour, which has been nerfed, same goes for Gravel's Greed, and it's going to be another one for Stormstormer.
Yeah, this Rod of Atos was so early on. There's just... the reaction that you need from Liquid just isn't feasibly possible this early in the game. With the Rod of Atos already picked up on the Visage. He's just going to keep running at you, and when they've got the follow-up hook and they've got this lockdown, you're in no man's land in a lot of spots in these maps for the side of Liquid.
Pudge already sitting at 9 Flesh Heap. He's super tanky. Going into Blink Dagger, Casual Cloak next, that's at least what he has in his quick buy. Looking at supports, both supports level 5 in Liquid. Insania needs 1 creep to be level 6, and he will get it. GH also will get closer to level 6 after finishing off this big camp. Still, it's not going to be enough. Entity, they're hunting them down again.
Yeah, now they're going bottom. They want to go for Zai. Rod of Atos comes in. Of course, that lines up the hook. They've got the Dismember. They'll have the damage. They'll get the kill, and it's another one there for this Pudge, who's already in the double digits when it comes to Flesh Heap stacks. Just not easy for this team.
We didn't talk about Veno. Toby has had so far a really great time. He's been sitting, like, controlling this area of the map. Has Spirit Vessel finished, about to crack level 10. So picking up that Poison Sting healing reduction is gonna also be massive. Gonna skip it for now. Gonna put another point in Plague Ward, just to have a little bit more lane presence to keep on farming. Slark finished his Diffusal Blade. Things are looking really rough for Liquid. Like, they need this Alchemist to finish off this Radiance, and probably needs another item. Definitely not gonna feel too comfortable coming into a fight with no BKB.
And now the stack's going the way of Entity over in the triangle for Liquid. Like, this is... Do we have a new name for this, by the way? Is this still... It's not a triangle, right? Like, that... The shape is so different these days, but... Maybe it's an isosceles triangle at this point?
Yeah, I skipped that math class you were talking about. I'm not familiar with the term.
I would tell you what it means, but I'm too scared to be wrong. So
let's see if Watson can set things up on Zai. Zai holding a point just in case he needs that Doom. Finished off Hand of Midas. Still, gold advantage keeps on increasing with every minute.
Yeah, which, of course, with an Alchemist in the game and a Doom in the game, you just don't expect that. And I will say, too, like, Leshrac wants to get a lot of the farm on the map, too, so the map's spread pretty thin, even with the added addition of these camps. The game still feels like there is not enough farm to supplement these heroes. Bottom lane, Zai in trouble, Pounce, leashed, killed, gone. Watson with another one.
There's not much they can do about it. Even if they, like, try to commit to it, there's global silence. Fishman has been level 6 for a very long time, is level 7 right now, and investing the gold in all of these smaller items, going into Solar Crest immediately, which is going to amplify the damage of the birds. You see Stormstormer finishing off drums and going into Axe next. This is such a snowbally game, such a snowbally... Yeah, again.
Yeah, they're not getting anything on Liquid. It's so crazy. Also, you know, Medallion picked up by Silencer going into the Solar Crest. Not an item we saw in the last DPC tour that much. Definitely not an item we saw in DPC tour #1. Do you like this item and the changes?
Yeah, definitely. The item is now in a good spot, I would say. It's not 2 or 3 years ago where it was kind of a rush on Snapfire when Lil Shredder was OP or on Mirana, but it's still a super strong item right now. It does allow you to like kill Roshan faster because Roshan's much more tanky. And Kataomi, he's about to finish off his Blink Dagger, just 50 gold away from it.
So Blink opportunities with the Dismember. Could blink on those heroes that are hit with the Rod of Atos. Don't have to use the hook initially. Could Dismember then hook with the Blink Dagger that you'll have available. But we'll see what he wants to do. It just adds more to the arsenal that is this Entity lineup. Needs to be a little bit careful against this neutral camp. But where do you farm? Where do you go if you're Liquid? You're down so much. Like innately, yes, you're getting gold, but is that enough?
I would say no. I mean, they still need to hit their item timings, which are delayed. You want to have BKB and Alchemist that we talked about. Oracle will have his Glimmer Cape. Io has Mech finished in about 100 gold. Leshrac wants his Bloodstone. So they're still not fight ready by any means. Doom also wants to build the auras. So they will have like every single hero in the next minute on side of Liquid will have another item except Alchemist. Because right now he's not getting too much farm. Look at where they are right now. They're in the outer rings getting the farm, while Entity is pretty much getting the whole map.
So much more gold available here for Entity, and you get to see Stormstormer about to be the first hero in this game to break that 10,000 net worth threshold, as he wants to pick up that Axe. So top tier 2, it's gonna drop. No way for Liquid to defend this. Like you said, they're not fight ready, and they won't be for a while. He's got a blink, so he can jump on these heroes. Doesn't even need to. He's just going to go to the hook with the Dismember. There's a Rod of Atos follow-up. Insania going to try and get away there, but there's just no chance for him to leave, even with that pig pull activation.
For a moment, I thought that was a Lion, because in the game, thinking about maybe using the False Promise on himself, but for Liquid, they haven't really done much. Oh no, Zai, he's in trouble.
Oh, Creep blocking the hook. They go to the ult from Toby, TPing away, and will escape. So just missing out on another kill on this Doom. That would have been his 5th death, but GH, he's still trying to run these heroes on Entity. They really don't want to give them much space to breathe.
And also having Flark
trying to farm
in your team does help out, getting rid of vision, controlling more areas of the map. This is going to be another tier 2 tower for Entity. There's not much Liquid can do about it. Blind Hook lands it, actually.
Oh my. He's got the Dismember. Insania just came back up, but he's going to be dead again. 12 stacks on that flesh heap.
Dash hack check on Kataomi. I mean, he's been insane this game. Look at this. Very focused, as we've seen on camera. 4, 1, and 8 on position 4 Pudge.
I don't even know if he's blinking. Zoned in, ready to go.
He can blink, does have a Blink Dagger available. Let's see if Watson... can't find him. Needed a little bit of an extra. Also, with this Orb of Destruction, this minus armor could open up the Roche for them. They do definitely have sustain on their side. Venomancer going into Mech next after finishing off Pipe.
Toby's starting to take control of these outer rings. The ones that you were talking about that they were farming at. He's putting these Plague Wards down, trying to catch some vision of these heroes, looking to grasp some of the map to farm. There is a massive migration from Liquid coming over, as Global Silence is going to be used pretty early, but that allows Toby to TP out.
Global Silence, so he TPs out now, but no Global and double damage still available. I feel like Entity wants to take another fight. They're also spread around the map, so Team Liquid might not be able to have a read what's happening. Watson, double damage is finished. Echo Saber, Diffusal Blade, whoever they find is gonna die instantly. Maybe not Alchemist, but we'll see.
It's gonna be insane, yeah. He gets spotted again. Not having a fun time in this game at all. Hook missing. Mickey is over here with Nisha as well as GH, and they're starting to pinch and surround them in this area of the jungle. As they will find Mickey, goes to the unstable concoction, but Watson's hitting so hard! They've got the stun coming in from Nisha. They're trying to get the kill on Watson. They'll end up using that Doom. It's through on a Stormer as the hook that dismembers. It's on a Mickey. They'll grab themselves a third as they take out the Alchemist. They'll find themselves a fourth in Nisha, and the only one who gets to survive for now is GH, but it's a long TP. Just gets away from Entity, who win another fight in this game. It's 23-3.
What an insane performance from Entity. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. I don't feel like there's coming back into this one. You just used Doom. You got nothing out of it. Alchemist still needs another 2,000 gold. And you can see Insania also typing help in the ally chat. Hook doesn't land.
Yeah, this is very rough. Help, affirmative, mid, Ceterax are gone.
20 minutes, Tormentors are available so they can steal enemy Tormentor. There's gonna be another Wisdom Rune spawning in the next 40 seconds, so if they steal it away from Team Liquid one more time, there's a huge difference in the experience in this game.
That's a massive difference in experience. 16 levels. And the win probability also saying 1%.
It's only 3 levels per hero. That's not that much. Watson, he's starting it. Oh no, the self-stun.
Oh, he stunned himself. Oh, they grabbed themselves. Nisha, they're going to jump in. They've got the global silence. There's nothing they can do on the side of Liquid from this one. It is looking over before it even started. They go to the false promise. It's going to be on a Mickey. They get the kill on Insania. They'll take it a second. And now, even with this extra time in life, there is nothing Mickey can do. They've got themselves 3. They've got themselves 4. These heroes will die on Liquid. And so are the hopes of winning game 1 as they call GG an Entity. Just start to finish, wire to wire, guns blazing. They take game 1.
What a performance. If